Hello, my friends, family, esteemed colleagues. We are now in the last seconds of the old system, which actually has crumbled down already. We just have not been shown this because people are refusing to wake up. The programming has been so strong that everybody got so comfortable in it. These walls became so solid that the truth simply does not penetrate. Yes, some people are waking up to the most obvious things, but other than the most obvious is still being hidden from our sight. Not that it's hidden, but we just are not capable to penetrate. We do not want to even give it a thought. For the last 20 years, I am opening eyes of whoever is ready to see two things or truths in mad sin. The mad sin perpetrated on humanity by the Cabal. And the most powerful tools that have been used were religion, health, and fear in general. Everything is controlled through fear. Why? Because, as I explained, fear creates very big activity of the brain in terms of forming thoughts. And nothing robs the body more of energy as panic, as fear. As Nikola Tesla said, health is voltage. I have explained through my work in which way this is so. I explained that it's all about vibration. And as long as we are perfectly tuned to the Creator's frequency, we call this Creator many names, of which probably the most popular is God, Allah, Krishna, or probably Vishnu. Well, the problem is that religion is manipulating the truth the same as the health was manipulated, the same as every aspect of our lives have been manipulated by the same people, which originally started from the extraterrestrials that wanted to enslave us. And they did enslave us. How did they achieve it? By making us stupid. How do you make a human stupid? By depriving brain of energy. And to do this, we have been tricked into eating carbohydrates. The body had to shift genetically to accommodate this kind of a fuel. And since we do not have storage for it, because we are not built this way, we are not plants, then brain could be powered only while we are eating. As soon as we stop eating, maybe for 10-15 minutes we do have enough charge. But if we are in a fear, the charge depletes rapidly. And within few minutes, the brain becomes underpowered and it cannot sustain the power because it has been tricked into the wrong fuel. the glucose, which we have no storage for unless we are in a stress situation and we start using the booster fuel, which has only limited capacity, and after we are done with it, we go into hypoglycemia, we collapse. So for 20 years and more, I'm opening eyes to anyone willing to listen. And unfortunately, I have come to a conclusion that I was failure because could not awake people. Yes, few. Can count them here. And we are talking about worldwide coverage through internet. And thousands of people being exposed to my work. It has been a discouraging journey, saying the least. But not enough to make me stop. And further I dig, the most obvious it became the mechanism of our deception. And it is the same everywhere we look. As we start waking up, and we will, and this is why we are forced to participate in a movie, although everything has been cleaned, we are still feeling that we are in the midst of some major disaster, like World War III, for example, or some call it World War IV. It's all just movie. And only those who are still sleeping perceive it as the truth. Unfortunately, just look around you. Many, many people are in fear, thinking the worst. The awakening is going to be sharp once when the major media starts disclosing the truth. Then people will realize that everything we have been told has been lie. And I'm not just talking about media. I'm talking about our scientific books, our history, science in general, talking even quantum physics. Very few understand what quantum field is. And even the double slit experiment could not wake them up, which to me it's very, very obvious tell who the creator is. Well, I hope that the awakening process that will go now through media, so even the zombies, the sheep, is being forced or will be forced to hear the truth, will have awakening results. It is very difficult for indoctrinated brain, indoctrinated with lies, to start realizing and accepting its own responsibility of accepting those truths. There will be big blame game. People will be blaming everybody and anybody, but not themselves. I start awakening as a child. Little by little, I perceive things differently than I was told. But I could not share them because I would never finish school. Indoctrination has to be done, which means repeat what you have been told and shut up. Well, this never sat well with me. And fortunately, this led me to discovering the truth and sharing it through people. Often when I talk about health, I mention quantum field, because without understanding where the reality comes from, we cannot understand the programming of our body and how come that the body can heal itself. Through my work, I'm showing you that everything that we have been told about disease is contrary to the truth. Why? Because it is Kabbal's version of the truth. So it is not a science, it is Kabbal's version of science, which is twisted or reversed science I call science. Everything we know about food, about digestion, is wrong. Not that truth is not exposed. I did not discover personally, I don't think, anything. But I understood truth when it was shown to me. Same is like religious books. I read the Bible twice. I know it's not much. There are people who are doing nothing but studying Bible. And more you study, the more dumb you become, because what you are studying is scientifically explained. It's all manipulated. Truth is being told, but then bunch of lies to direct you the wrong way. And I'm using biblical truths in showing you how actually they have been manipulated. So not only that I was taking down the medical science, I was also taking down the religion. The only problem is that many people that opened their mind to medical science were still trapped deeply into religious science. So as soon as they would hear something religiously different, they would abandon the medicine. And I was told by my friends, don't do that, stick only to one thing, and this way you gain your following. Well, I'm not here to gain following. I'm simply here to disclose the truth. And truth does not have boxes. There is no difference in truth of religion, medical science, physics, chemistry, history. There are no versions of truth. There is only truth and lies. So when you hear someone saying that their reporting is made basically on truth, well, this basically reveals that it's all lies. Yes, they can tell you, wow, Israel has been attacked. They may even tell you it was Hamas, but they don't tell you exactly what is Hamas. They don't tell you that every government of this planet, almost every, was controlled by the same group of people. Talking Mossad, Hamas, CIA, it's all the same stuff. Everything was planned for us, so we can be controlled. So we kill each other, pride ourselves on achievements, while in fact we are gladiators, fighting each other for pleasure and profits of Emperor, the Cabal. The awakening is tough stuff, because especially as a scientist, you are made to believe in a certain way. So how would you expect to react now when you know everything is false? You received your title, you received your diploma, you received your recognition on based of science. So if that was all lie and truth, what makes you? Who are you? Are you scientist or are you liar? Are you knowledgeable or are you a schmuck? It's difficult for everyone to make peace with themselves and capitulate. And this is the time to capitulate. Not to capitulate and bow in front of some force that wants to conquer you. It's time to capitulate in front of your own ego, realizing you have been misled. Ego is running on wrong programs, making the wrong decisions, and priding itself doing so because it is not realizing that what it's doing is wrong. Now, when you realize, it's time to accept it and start fresh, start new. I have many starts, many beginnings. I had to bury what didn't serve and accept new. And yes, I had versions of new because it was tough to get to the truth. And I'm still on the way. I'm still searching. And we will never stop. Why? Because we are the creators. And what we created, we did not understand. Not fully. We have to relive it with a body full of sensors, so we start understanding deeply what we have created in a quantum field. Now we have to eliminate what no longer serves us, the parts we didn't do well. I know none of us who are with a soul in the heart loves to kill. But we have to realize that everything is life. And everything that there is made of energy. And this is a conscious energy. Once it has a form, it is aware of its form and likes to keep it. Animals do not like to be killed. We don't like to be killed. They don't like to be eaten. We don't like to be eaten. But neither do plants. Because we cannot see them screaming, we cannot hear them screaming, we cannot see them running away and hiding, we think they are indifferent to this. While we have been shown through work of some exceptional people that plants are the most empathic creatures, directly connected to Source. So not only that they feel pain, they feel your pain. You can beat them with a stick. They may be crying and screaming. And then you miss the branch and you smack your leg and you start screaming, and the plant will scream with you. This is the true empathic connection with the Creator, which animals do not have, we certainly don't have, but plants do. And now we say, oh, it's okay to kill them and eat them. Poor animals. Wake up. What is really funny is that those who think that they are above the rest because they have awakened, they are meditating, they don't want to kill. They feel with animals. They treat the plants the worst. It's all about souls. One grass has one soul. One carrot is one soul. One broccoli is one soul. How many carrots, broccolis, and spices do you need to make one meal? One cow is one soul. How many cows do you need to feed the whole family? And for how long? Well, we never thought of it this way. Why? Because we never think. We follow narrative. We have been robotized. We have to wake up. Well, I hope that the process of waking up is going to speed up now when more truth is released through media. And this is going to be happening more and more. And we are going to realize that we are no longer slaves. We no longer live in the world from before. And we have to learn now how to live in this new world. Take our own responsibility. We are being shown that we cannot trust doctors to heal us because, number one, they do not know how to heal. This is not what they have been indoctrinated with. They know how to poison and kill, how to create disease. The science calls the symptoms of cleansing a disease that has to be suppressed. And this is what doctors are trained to do. So not only that they do not help us with our chronic problems, they stop the body from taking care of itself. And they embed toxins deeper into the body, creating chronic, so-called autoimmune problems. It's all one big lie that doctors are the least ones capable to solve or to accept, because the programming is just too strong. And we have to learn how to take care of ourselves. This is why I'm exposing the truth, showing it on examples. There have been people using it, healing themselves. They're empowered now to go and help their friends. Do not rely on licenses. Licenses are tricks. Just because someone has a license doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. And actually, they have been indoctrinated to do the contrary, especially when it comes to medical field. The medicine has to stop. I just hope that more people realize this truth. So please, those of you who get it, look for ways to wake up others. We got to do it. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you for listening. I love you. God bless you. Namaste.